problem with failure. It says the success is built on the pillars of failures. Failures are the stepping stones for success. So why do we take failure as a bad thing? And it's really a good thing. Are you taking failure as a good thing in your life? How many of you are taking that? All of you? पक्का? ये मेरी किसी किसी और की गर्लफ्रेंड होगी, मेरी नहीं हुई, फेलियर है, चलेगा, पच जाएगा? ऐसा कैसा हुआ यार? Right? You won't take it so nicely. So there is a race, for example. Okay. And there is a race where you have to jump on the hurdles. Okay. So the participants, they go on the start line. Until the finish line, there are many hurdles. Okay. And they run when the shot is done, and they run and run. Some of them, they don't jump on the hurdle, they just push it back. And these people, they come first and reaches the finish line. Oh, jeet gaya, jeet gaya. Success. So is he really the winner or his failure? Who decides that? The success or a failure? He has reached finish line. Okay, he is the most ahead, but he didn't jump on the hurdles, which he was supposed to do as per the arrangement. To that person who didn't follow the process, the system, is he a failure or success? कुछ तो बोलो, फर्स्ट के लिए फेलियर है ना, राइट ना, इसमें क्या रॉकेट साइंस है, स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड है, फेलियर, राइट? Similarly, this world, which is not created by us, I hope you believe, it's not created by us, there is a system. There is a definition. And we have to accept that definition of success. The one who has created this system, the one who has created this world. Then only then you can really understand, are you a failure or success? Otherwise you can't. Because if you have a wrong definition of success, you will also have a wrong definition of failure. Then you need to understand. So let's go to the creator. Created this. I didn't created it. Okay. Darwin didn't created it. There's no one who can claim that he created it. There's only one person who will claim, I created it. That's Lord Krishna. Only he is claiming. There's no one. And interestingly, very, very smart and intelligent people, more than us. प्रभु जी 4 रात पहले क्या खाया था? भूल गए? ठीक है, परसों के दिन क्या खाया था? याद नहीं. This is our memory. We can't remember. And it's a reality, right? We can't remember everything. But Krishna can remember everything. He says, I can remember Arjun's, your past life, this life, and I can also tell you your future also. So his memory is not like us, our memory. So there's so many things which establishes like Krishna is the supreme personality. There is no one beyond that. And it's proven with his pastimes. जैसे कि बहुत लोग कृष्णा जब नाम सुनते हैं, रासलीला का नाम दिमाग में आ जाता है, राइट? रासलीला कितना अच्छा होगा अगर हमारा भी होगा तो, कितना अच्छा होगा ना, राइट? अगर हमारा क्या सिचुएशन है, लेट मी गिव एन एग्जांपल. वंस देयर वाज अ मिडिल एज पर्सन, लाइक 40-45 उम्र का एक आदमी था. उसकी शादी हो चुकी थी, उसको पता नहीं बुढ़ापे में थोड़ा सा जोश आ रहा था, उसने दूसरी शादी कर ली. एंड दैट गर्ल वाज 15 years younger than the man. तो एक बीवी को एक कमरे में, दूसरी बीवी को दूसरे कमरे में. तो जाता था पहली बीवी के पास में, जो उसकी एज की थी 45 की, और उसकी कंघी करती थी, और वो देखती थी, अरे इसके सफ़ेद बाल कितने हैं, अगर सफ़ेद बाल दिखेंगे तो लोग मुझे इसकी माँ कहेंगे. तो what she used to do, she used to remove all the black hairs while combing all the black hairs. ठीक है, जाओ. And the person used to go to his younger wife, used to comb her hair, प्यार से. You see, ये सफ़ेद सफ़ेद बाल, लोग कहेंगे मेरा पिता है, बूढ़ा कहीं का. So used to remove white hairs. So what happened eventually? टकला. this is the capacity of we people. Krishna, when he married 1008 wives, he kept everyone in different palaces. Palace. The Pramukh, the top one, 16,108. He kept every 16,000, as Prabhuji said, he's right, 16,108, everyone in a palace. एक रूम के कोने पे नहीं, हर जगह पे सब फैसिलिटी, and he was present with all of them simultaneously, doing different activities. जब हम रास लीला की बात करते हैं तो खुद के बजट को भी देख लेंगे. Don't compare yourself. He is here, we are nowhere. We are nowhere. That's our position. This is the reality. We can't even control this body. If you have control on your body, stop old age. चलो रोक के दिखाओ बुढ़ापा. चलो कौन इसमें से रोक के दिखा सकता है? हाँ, दिखा सकता है कि बुढ़ापा? क्रीम लगा दोगे, इंजेक्शन लगा दोगे, फिर बुढ़ापा तो रहेगा ना. अभी भी घुटना दर्द चालू हो गया है लोगों का तो आज से. Right? Can you stop? You can't stop. So are you the controller? You can't even control your one number. What you're talking about controlling the whole universe? This is a reality you have to accept. So when Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, big personalities, Devtas, Prajita, they say, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. You have to understand they're not ordinary personality like us. They're very high level personalities, high caliber personalities. So that's why we follow the disciplic succession. So Krishna says, what is success? You want to hear? What is success? Krishna says, just do your duty. Just focus on your duty. Don't focus on result. Why? Because you are not the controller of the result. You are not the controller of the result. If you think you are controller of the result, Krishna says, Ahankar Vimudatma, foolish person can only think he is the controller. Only a foolish person can think he is a controller. What we can control? Only our action. Only our action. The result, हमारे बस के ऊपर है. That's why Krishna said to Arjuna, hey Arjun, you just कर्माण विद एवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फल हेतुर्भूर मा ते संगो अस्तव अकर्मणि. You have a right to perform your prescribed duty. Yes, you have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. You have no right. I will decide what to give or not to give. I will decide. हर कोई ऐश्वर्या राय चाहता है. I don't know अभी मार्केट में कौन सा दूसरा नाम है. ठीक है, हर कोई चाहता है. मिलता है क्या? और जो मिलता है उसको हम लोग ऐश्वर्या राय बोल देते हैं. भाई हमारे लेवल का ऐश्वर्या राय. Who decides that? There's one photo who someone shared. Like there is this heroine, there is this Sallu Bhai, there's in the behind Abhishek Bachchan. No, like a nobody. Now see the arrangement. He is nobody and he has the queen. Who decides that? Even though he was controlling, he was trying, fighting and everything. Eventually, who decided that? Krishna arranged everything. So Krishna is the controller. He decides what you will get, what you won't get. So there is no point in struggling for the results. You just struggle for your endeavors, your action. Just focus on what I have to do, not what will come from what I have to do. Otherwise, you will be responsible for the result. You have to take blame then. It's contamination. तो जब ये mindset fix हो जाएगा, I have to just focus on the endeavor, the results, I have no control. So this sincere attitude is the definition of success. Full-hearted endeavor, nothing lacking, no expectation, no manipulation for profit and gain. Full focus only on my endeavor. This is success. And this will give you real satisfaction, because success means you are satisfied. What's the point of having a success where you are unsatisfied? So whatever you are achieving so-called materially, it's not giving you satisfaction. That's a reality. Is it? Is it giving you satisfaction? मिलता तो अभी कोई भी यहाँ पे आता नहीं था. सब लोग घर पे बैठे रहते थे. अगर satisfaction मिला रहता तो. Because we all know Only satisfaction can give us happiness. संतुष्टि ही हैप्पीनेस दे सकता है. हम क्या किसके पीछे भाग रहे हैं? प्लेजर. ये खा लेंगे, ये पहन लेंगे, ऐसा खुजाते ना हम लोग. कितना अच्छा लग रहा है, कितना अच्छा लग रहा है, कितना अच्छा लग रहा है. ये प्लेजर है. संतुष्टि है क्या? तो जितना प्लेजर के पीछे भागते हैं, क्या हो जाता है? फिर ये फट जाता है, सफरिंग होता है. Yeah, so that we have to understand. Success is in your sincere endeavor, and only then you can be happy. Otherwise, you won't be happy. Sorry to say. हर कोई खुश रहना चाहता है. कोई प्लानिंग कर रहा है दुखी रहने का? भाई साहब, कोई प्लानिंग कर रहा है? बता दो अभी से. उसका एक अलग से स्पेशल सेशन रखूंगा मैं. कोई कर रहा है? नहीं. हर कोई खुशी चाहता है. सबको लगता है कि अच्छा डिग्री मिलने के बाद खुशी मिलेगा. बोला है ना घर वालों ने, बेटा 10वीं में अच्छे मार्क्स लेके आ जा, अच्छा कॉलेज में मिल जाएगा. लाया, क्या हुआ? खुशी मिला? धोखा दिया बाद में. भाई कॉलेज में भी जाना, जाके अच्छा मार्क्स लाना. उसमें भी लाया, खुशी मिला? अगर सोच रहे हो मिलने वाले, तो नहीं मिलने वाला. मेरा हो चुका है डिग्री में सब. ठीक है, नहीं मिलने वाला. ओके, ठीक है. नौकरी मिल गया, खुशी मिलेगा. कितने लोग नौकरी कर रहे हैं? हाथ उठाइए. जब सवेरे उठते हो खुशी खुशी जाते हो, वो भी संडे के बाद. अभी नया नया ना, जोश है. 10 साल बाद मेहनत करेंगे. राइट? धोखा दिया. शादी कितने लोगों का हुआ है आपके में से? वेरी लकी. अच्छा, यू आर लकी. खुशी मिला? आई कैन ऑल्सो से आई एम ऑल्सो मैरिड. जो बोला था वो तो नहीं था भाई साहब. फंसाया है पूरा. और ऐसा लड्डू जो खाया वो पछता है, जो नहीं खाया वो भी पछता है. It's like that. So these are the definitions which is given by the society that this will give you happiness. Then nobody says that you have to connect to Krishna, that will give you happiness. You have to sincerely work for Krishna, that will give you happiness. Even though you are a failure, even though if you fail materially, when devotees become, they leave their job, they leave their family. लोग कहते हैं देख कितना ये है, फेलियर है ये. And you ask him, सबसे ज्यादा खुशी आदमी है वो. And that his own son struggling like anything, working like a dog for 15 hours, still not satisfied, still not happy. What's the point of working for 18 hours if you're not happy? और एक रियलिटी बताऊं, आप लोग बहुत बड़ा दिल कर दोगे, इसके मेरे घर वालों के लिए कर रहा हूं, मैं इसके लिए कर रहा हूं, और आखिर में लैमेंटेशन ही आएगा. आखिर में सफरिंग नहीं आने वाला. क्योंकि बोल देंगे क्या किया तुमने हमारे लिए. ये आंसर आने वाला है. Because no one in the world can satisfy anyone except Krishna. You can satisfy anyone so-called materially, but unless you give something spiritual satisfaction, he won't be satisfied. The lust will increase. This lust that we are increasing by doing material activities is like a fire. It doesn't satiate it. It's increasing. How? जब मेरा लस्ट satisfy होता है, मेरी इच्छा satisfy होती है, तब कितना अच्छा लगता है. कितना अच्छा लगता है. और चाहिए, और ठीक है. जब सेटिस्फाई नहीं होता है, कितना गुस्सा आता है. ऐसा कैसे हो गया? सेम चीज किया था जो पहले किया था, फिर भी हुआ नहीं. गुस्सा आता है. जब मेरा सेटिस्फाई होता है और बाकी लोगों का नहीं होता है, प्राइड आता है. ये देख भाई साहब, तुम किसी काम के नहीं. जब मेरा नहीं होता है और बाकी लोगों को होता है, कैसे मिल गया इसको? चेहरा था किसका? एनवियसनेस आ जाता है और फिर पागलपन हो जाता है. तो ये प्रॉब्लम है. हैप्पीनेस तो दूर की बात है. हैप्पीनेस तो भूल ही जाओ, सेटिस्फैक्शन दूर की बात है. So as long you satisfy your own lust means satisfying your material desire. And what is love? Satisfying Krishna's desire. So when you endeavor to satisfy Krishna's desire, when you endeavor to work as per Krishna's desire, then only then you will get happiness. Then we can talk about love. There is no love materially. तू मेरी पीठ खुजा, मैं तेरी पीठ खुजाऊंगी. जब मन कर दिया तो टाटा बाय बाय हो गया. होता है ना, right? So ये प्रॉब्लम है. So lust is a dangerous enemy. And the second problem is when you satisfy your lust, your mind becomes more agitated. It can't accept defeat. It can't accept unsatisfaction. It will fight, it will cry, make you mad like anything. The mind becomes your more enemy. So you want to specify your mind, थोड़ा भाई ठंडा रख, थोड़ा सा ठंडा रख. If you want to control your mind, if you want to be satisfied, you have to only work for Krishna. So what do you understand when I say work for Krishna? I want to understand from you. What do you think when we say work for Krishna? Like what did Arjuna did? He's an example of working for Krishna. So what do you mean by that? Work for Krishna. Can't I work outside ISKCON for Krishna? If yes, how can I do that? So I'm just giving you an opportunity to speak on these things. Tell me. Working for Krishna. सेवा. चंटी मंत्र ठीक है. तो खुद के लिए, कृष्णा के लिए क्या है? तो खुद के लिए, so that my mind is peaceful, I'm absorbed. खुद के लिए, कृष्णा के लिए क्या है उसमें? हाँ, भोग लगाना. क्या भोग लगाएंगे हम? कृष्णा को वहां पे लक्ष्मी जी अच्छे से खाना खिला रही है, ठीक है, तुम क्या खिलाओगे? खुद को खाने इसलिए खिला रहे हो ना? और let him come to you. और सोचो. You're not wrong. You're not saying anything wrong. You're coming closer. Don't worry. Say something more. Okay. Spread the words of Krishna. Yes, you can be very dear to Krishna. Words as it is. A transparent media, like a postman, एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पे without any adulteration. That's right. Okay. But there is something more. You keep Krishna as your ultimate goal. Okay, no problem. Just be focused on that. Okay, am I going closer to Krishna? I'm going away. That's good. More? Huh? Thinking. We should think sometimes. We don't think. That's the problem. We have stopped thinking. चलो बुरा लग जाएगा आप लोगों को कुछ बोलो मत रहना. ठीक है? Yes प्रभु. दूसरों में उनकी सेवा करना. ओके, ठीक है. और हाउ कैन आई वर्क फॉर कृष्णा? बस इतना ही करोगे, हो गया. फिर कितना इजी है ये तो. बताओ भाई साहब. I will give you an example. You are all boys. ठीक है. एक बेचारा कहाँ पे गया उठू जी? Where is he? Oh, no, he disappeared. So imagine there's a beautiful lady in your surrounding. ठीक है. You want to get her. How will you do that? There's no bad thing to desire for having a good wife. There's nothing bad. वाइफ की बात कर रहा हूँ, गर्लफ्रेंड की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. वो टर्मिनोलॉजी खत्म, तो वो उधर ही रॉन्ग हो गया. You want to get her. What you will do? बोलो, talk to her. Okay, you will talk to her and then trial and error देखेंगे कि बन रहा है कि नहीं बन रहा है. Okay, so is it right? Do you think will Krishna be happy with this action? Do you think while doing this that will Krishna be happy by this action? Now I give you more to your level. If someone approached your own sister like this, will you be happy? So why do you expect Krishna to be happy if you yourself can't be happy with this action? Okay, you can understand? So if you want enjoyment, I'm just understanding, you have to take responsibility also. That's why the father decides whom to marry her girl by seeking a good, responsible boy. He decides where to give her daughter. So this is the right way to please Krishna. This is a responsible way to please Krishna. हम क्या? So let's try. Let's try to create an understanding. Sorry, boss. There will be never be understanding with women. There will be never be understanding with the woman because psychology अलग होता है. She will demand 10 things now, 10 days. You don't do it, अगले दिन हाँ नहीं चाहिए. They have been created like that. That's why ब्रह्मचारी ट्रेनिंग किसका होता है, बॉयज का कि गर्ल्स का? क्यों होता है? ताकि भाई कंट्रोल में रहेगा, तो जब बैटल फील्ड में जाएगा शादी करने के बाद, यू कैन फेस द डिस्टर्ब माइंड। तो सेल्फ कंट्रोल सिखाया जाता है। इफ यू नॉट सेल्फ कंट्रोल, भाई जो बोलो करूंगा, बस तुम खुश कर दो मुझे बस, राइट? You have to train yourself. You have to follow the system which pleases Krishna. अब कहोगे कृष्णा तो देखो क्या क्या किया, चुरा लिया, किडनैप कर लिया, आएगा ना माइंड में, मैंने क्या कहा था, कृष्णा एंड वी नो वेल, ये अंडरस्टैंडिंग क्लियर करने का। कृष्णा ने पर्वत भी उठाया था, ये लो उठा के देखो टेबल एक उंगली से, चलो चलो ये बोतल उठा लो एक उंगली से, 7 दिन तक। So we have to understand this Krishna. So whatever action that you do in your life, whatever thoughts, whatever planning that you do, you have to understand, will this please Krishna? It's not so difficult. It's very clear. We all know what is good and what is bad, but we still do bad things. मजा आता है ना, अच्छा लगता है, and we have made ourselves used to do bad things. और पूरा सोसाइटी अभी उसको नॉर्मल मानता है। गलत चीज करना, आंख मारना, लाइन मारना नॉर्मल है अभी तो। कल जो सोसाइटी में जो थप्पड़ मरेगा अभी तो नॉर्मल है, ये नॉर्मल डिग्रेडेशन है। That's why you have to understand what's the real normal. You have to understand what Krishna wants. Krishna wants, take responsibility if you want to enjoy. Don't exploit. अधर्म नहीं करना है। If you want some sense pleasure, you take responsibility and then you do. फिर पता चलेगा जो फीस भरना पड़ेगा, मेकअप का पैसा भरना पड़ेगा, तो पिताजी भर रहा है, हम थोड़ी भर रहे हैं। That's real responsibility, and that will make you a man. The more you give yourself for your sense gratification, the more weak you become. And the more you weak become with your senses, the more woman controls you. When the woman controls you, I don't have to say anything else. You all know what will happen. You all are experienced boys here. I don't have to say anything. So the self-control is the first thing for boys, for men. That's why you have to follow Krishna's system if you want to be happy in your life. So marriage is not a problem. What you expect from marriage, that's the problem. So ultimately, whatever you do, you do marriage, you don't do marriage, you stay alone, whatever you do, you have to think, is this action going to satisfy Krishna? Yes or no? And why this thinking will come, why this thought will come? Only when you chant Hare Krishna. Otherwise it won't come. Because पूरे दिमाग में अंदर क्या चलता रहता है, मेरा क्या होगा, मेरा कपड़ा कैसा है, मेरा ये कैसा है, मैं और मेरा ही चलता रहेगा। The same which I spoke in another class before this. मैं और मेरा ये, मेरा वो, मेरा ये, मैं बस मैं का गाना चलता रहता है। Now you have to bring Krishna. Okay, Krishna के लिए भी करना पड़ेगा। क्या करना है? And when you do that, you will be happy. Try and doing that. When I was coming here in the initial days to do bhakti, I was working outside as a civil engineer, and I was thinking, if I leave this particular present job in Andheri, I can get a better job in Bandra, double salary, but my spiritual practice will be disturbed. इतना दूर जाऊंगा तो टाइम कब मिलेगा मंदिर आने को? I used to come for like 5 to 6 hours from to come to temple, be there in temple for 6 hours. मैं सोचा नहीं यार चलेगा, इतना ही चलेगा, मगर भक्ति करने तो मिलेगा। So such decisions you have to take in your life so that you can practice Krishna consciousness. And the more you take such decisions which is favorable for Krishna, which makes Krishna happy, the more pleasure you will get in your life. The more, what you say, soothing your life becomes. Otherwise, this material world is like fire, like anything. Now, so कितना अच्छा लग रहा है अभी? अच्छा लग रहा है, right? You go outside, you feel. So this is the reality. For a devotee, the world experience is totally different. So even though there are calamities, even though there are trouble, the devotee is not getting affected. Why? Because his consciousness is just fixed on pleasing Krishna. तो लोगों को लगता है ना कि स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ प्रैक्टिस करने के बाद कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होनी चाहिए, वो बेवकूफ नंबर 1 है। इफ यू थिंक मैं हरे कृष्णा के मंदिर में आया, मेरे लाइफ में सब बल्ले बल्ले होना चाहिए, तो आप बेवकूफ नंबर 1 हो। ऐसा नहीं होता है, ये अंधविश्वास है। ऐसा नहीं होता है, प्रॉब्लम्स और आएंगे, मगर यू विल गेट दैट स्ट्रेंथ to face those problems. You won't be affected by those problems. हाँ ठीक है ना चलो. You won't be affected. That strength you will get by spiritual practice. Not that सब अच्छा होता है, सब अच्छा होता है, बुरा भी होता है, but you won't be affected. मार्टस प्रशस्त कुंटेय शीतोष्ण सुख का दुख था, स्थिर सुख में भी और दुख में भी. You are fixed. This is what we need to become. स्थिर. We are अस्थिर. ट्रेन नहीं मिला, क्या यार ट्रेन रह गया, एचडिट हो जाते हो उसमें. ट्रेन मिल गया, फिर सीट मिली, क्या यार पहले वाले में सीट मिल जाती थी. ऐसा सब. तो माइंड ये डायरेक्शन में भागता है. माइंड का दो ही गेम है, याद रखना. माइंड के दो गेम है, सोचती कांक्षती. हैंकरिंग, ये चाहिए, ऐसा करना है वैसा करना है, एंड लैमेंटेशन, यार ये अच्छा नहीं है, ये क्या है यार ऐसा. And this is how it disturbs you. So don't overthink, don't hanker, don't lament. You just focus on pleasing Krishna. This is what you have to bring your mindset to. If you bring that, then it's well done. If you don't bring that, then you'll be struggling. कुछ हो गया है, ऐसा हो गया, अच्छा हो गया. और संसार में होता ही है, दुख भी ऑटोमेटिकली आता है और सुख भी ऑटोमेटिकली आता है. मगर इस संसार की इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है, यहाँ पे सुख है ही नहीं, दुख है और एब्सेंस ऑफ दुख है. सुख की तो अनुभूति हुई नहीं अभी तक आपको. पता है कैसा, हमने फिल्मों में देखा रहेगा, विलन हीरो को पकड़ लेता है, ठीक है, हीरो को उल्टा घुमा के ड्रम, पानी के ड्रम में डालता है और उसको डुबाता है और वो एकदम तड़पता है, निकम सा राहत मिलता है उसको. तो वो राहत है, वो एब्सेंस ऑफ सफरिंग है. तो हमें जो मिलता है सो कॉल्ड सुख हम बोलते हैं, वो एब्सेंस ऑफ सफरिंग है. कि सुख का डेफिनेशन होता है वो एटर्नल है. सुख मीन्स वो हमेशा रहेगा, कभी छोड़ के नहीं जाएगा. तो भौतिक चीज टेम्पररी है. हाउ कैन यू एक्सपेक्ट सुख? कोई टेम्पररी चीज से आप एटर्नल चीज कैसे एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हो? और चीज एटर्नल नहीं है तो हैप्पीनेस भी नहीं है ऑटोमेटिकली. तो जब आपका यूथ एटर्नल हो तो सबके इसमें स्माइल आ जाएगी. अरे काला नहीं होगा, सफेद बाल नहीं होगा, झुरे नहीं, क्या बात है, बल्ले बल्ले, कितना अच्छा है ना. ये चाहिए हमें, मगर नहीं मिलता ये संसार में. बस 10 साल बाद भी पेट भार, ये सब झुरियां सफेद सब हो जाएगा. ये रियलिटी. पर हमें चाहिए क्या? यूथ चाहिए. सफरिंग किसी को नहीं चाहिए, सबको खुश रहना है. क्यों? क्योंकि ये हमारा स्वरूप है, सच्चित आनंद. वी वांट एवरीथिंग टू बी एटर्नल. We want everything to be understanding. ये क्या हो रहा है, क्यों हो रहा है, मैं कौन हूं. We want आनंद, only bliss. This is what we are looking for. मगर प्रॉब्लम क्या है, हम गलत जगह पे ढूंढ रहे हैं, गलत तरीके से ढूंढ रहे हैं और फंसे हुए हैं फिर. और हम इतने बेवकूफ हो चुके हैं, बस कॉम्प्रोमाइज कर लेते हैं. ठीक है ना, क्या ठीक है ना, चल जाएगा, चल जाएगा. नहीं चलेगा. Because when you die, you will be dying with lamentation. So success, if you say, ultimately depends when you die. Are you dying with satisfaction? Are you dying with lamentation? So who can be satisfied? Who serves Krishna. Who will be unsatisfied? Who don't serve Krishna. Who serves मैं और मेरा. That's it. So if you work only for satisfying Krishna, you don't have to worry. You will be right now, will be satisfied. And if you die right now also, you will be happy. That's why devotees are fearless. आने दो, ठीक, आजा आजा, मरना तो है ही, आज कल मरे, चलो अभी उठा लिया, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. ही इज रेडी फॉर दैट. आपको बोलो चलो चल, मेरा शादी नहीं हुआ है भाई, बहुत कुछ करना है भाई, क्या 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 क्या. Some will be like fearful. The state of mind that you will be dying, you will get that destination. So every moment we have to be focused. Every moment we have to be fearless. How can you achieve that? By doing for Krishna. By always being satisfied. That's why you have to train your mind. Train your mind. To regularly train your mind. Automatically कुछ नहीं आएगा भाई साहब. कब मेरे ऊपर बिजली गिरेगी और तब मैं भक्ति में सीरियस हो जाऊंगा. बिजली गिरने का वेट मत करो भाई साहब. बिजली गिरी हुई है, शरीर ही बिजली है. शरीर में जन्म ले, ये सबसे बड़ी बिजली है. फंसे हुए हो, इसको खुश करो, इसको खिलाओ बदमाश को. क्या क्या करना पड़ता है इसके लिए, और आखिर में क्या होगा, इसका राग बन जाएगा. सब इसके लिए करो. अच्छा पहनाओ, गर्लफ्रेंड दिलाओ, शादी करो, जॉब करो, सब कुछ करो, आखिर में क्या है, राग बनने वाला है। इसके लिए क्यों काम करो फिर? आखिर में तो राग बनने वाला है, लेके भी नहीं आ सकते। क्या लेके जाऊंगा? कर्मा लेके जाऊंगा सफरिंग करने का। कितना धोखा हो रहा है हमारे साथ में। So then we have to understand who we are. If you know Krishna means you know yourself also. So we are meant to serve Krishna because we are soul. We are not this body. सबको पता है ना ये? कोई कंफ्यूजन है इसमें? अभी दूर कर दूंगा कंफ्यूजन 2 मिनट में। करना है? We are this body. We are not this body. We are this soul. पक्का? चलो एक फिर भी कोशिश करता हूँ समझने की। रोजी ग्रेट टी शर्ट। What's your name? Utkarsh. Okay, Utkarsh. What's your age? 25. ठीक है। Mine is 33. Don't feel bad if you're asking your age. Okay. So उत्कर्ष 25 साल के हो, बढ़िया दाढ़ी है, बाल भी एकदम सही है। किसी टाइम पे आप 2 साल के भी थे, तब दाढ़ी था, तब सब आते थे लेडीज, उत्कर्ष बाबू, अच्छा बाबू, नाइस बाबू, ठीक है, ऐसे गाल खींचते थे। अभी कोई करता है? उत्कर्ष बाबू, नाइस दाढ़ी बाबू, कोई नहीं करता, राइट? तो मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है उत्कर्ष, वेयर इज योर दैट स्वीट जोगली मोगली जो भी है, मुगली मुगली बॉश, वो किधर है 2 साल का बॉडी उत्कर्ष? इज इट देयर? Is it there? Can I see it? Does it exist? So that means the 2-year-old Utkarsh is dead. Simple. Now Utkarsh is 25, smart, handsome. I meet you 20 years later. I hope so there will be changes. दाढ़ी सफेद, आंखें में ज्यादा काला काला, टेंशन की वजह से पेट बाहर निकला हुआ उत्कर्ष, where is the smart Utkarsh 25 years before? Oh Prabhuji, can you show me that when you will be 50? The 25-year-old Utkarsh is dead. And then I'll see Utkarsh in the photo frame. Late Utkarsh. It will happen, right? हमारे पेरेंट्स के साथ होने वाला है, हमारे दादा के साथ हुआ है, हमारे साथ भी होने वाला है. But interestingly, Utkarsh, I remember my 2-year-old body also. I saw a 2-year-old body. I'm seeing my present youth body also. I'll see my old age also. As I'm seeing my present, I'll see my old age also. And I'll see my death also. So this person who is saying every changes, he is not changing. What is changing? The external is changing. And this is what I am, the unchangeable, which is soul. And what is changeable? This body, which we are not. This is what you have to understand. This example might be funny, but this is a reality. To again remind yourself, who am I? Who am I? If I'm not this body, why have to give a damn about suffering with this body? गर्लफ्रेंड के लिए भाड़ में जा चल, सोल को तो नहीं चाहिए। और यहाँ पे लड़के चले गए छोड़ के, दुख में आते भाई, दुख के सागर में। दिस इज रियलिटी ऑफ टुडेज जनरेशन। स्मार्ट एकदम, दाढ़ी वाले एकदम पहलवान दिखेंगे, और गर्लफ्रेंड चली जाती है तो एकदम सब स्मार्टनेस निकल जाते हैं एक झटके में। सो वीक इन द माइंड, सो वीक, और खुद को कहते हैं भाई बहुत सारी मछली है, टेंशन मत ले, और वो मछली फिर धोखा दी, फिर से वही होने वाला है। सो वीक, व्हाई? टू मच अटैच्ड टू दिस बॉडी। सफरिंग सोल को नहीं हो, सोल को नहीं चाहिए ये सब चीजें। सोल वांट्स ओनली वन थिंग, भक्ति। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। If you're suffering, chant Hare Krishna. Don't try to struggle. Don't try to, just like I was giving example in this before this class. One guy was चली गई छोड़ के, ठीक है, तो but she loves me. I said, शादी कब है? परसों। So how is she loving you? She's getting married. No, but I know she loves me. She's getting married. Not ready to accept the reality. So weak. But what do you do? ठीक है ना, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम, और आ भी जाए हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम। You have to always work, always look for something which is eternal. The beauty of the woman will be for time being, and to maintain the beauty you have to invest also. Okay, तो इन्वेस्टमेंट ऐसा करो जो eternal हो। Krishna is eternal, your soul is eternal, so invest in Krishna. That's real success. To work for the eternal, that's the definition of success. To work for the temporary, that's failure. You might be Ambani, you might be a billionaire, trillionaire, you have the best women in the world, still you are a failure. Why? Because you don't know who you are. You don't know you are a soul. You don't know you are a servant of Krishna. You are still a failure. Gates is a failure. On the face, we can say he's a failure because you don't know who he is. Who he is. You don't know. He's just working on the bodily consumption. He's a failure. Why is a failure? Because the one who has created this system, he says he's a failure. Ankar Vimudatma, Karta Miti Maniti. He thinks he is a doer. The Haskell number is going to die in few years. His vaccine won't save him. His $1 billion won't also save him. Nobody can save him. So, that's why he's a failure. So the definition of success and failure is decided by the one who has created the system. So this universe is created by Krishna. Sarva Karana Karanam. He's the one who's the oldest. He has created this system. That he decides. If you become my devotee, success. If you don't become my devotee, you are a failure. You might be Ambani also. You are a failure. This is what you have to understand. Otherwise, डम जैसे जीते रहो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं live your life you will get what you deserve you will get good job you will get good wife also you will get kids also but in the end you will be left only with one thing bhakti your wife will leave you because you are going to die she will leave you obviously she will leave you your kids won't come with you your body won't come with you your bank balance won't come with you your car won't come with you what will be left only your karma and your bhakti so let's invest in the eternal. This is what you have to understand. Investing in the eternal is the real success. Working for Krishna is the real success. Hare Krishna. So we have 10 minutes. Any questions or any comments?
Why I feel sleepy while doing mala?
Eat less. When you feel sleepy, walk. Oh, it's not rocket science. Just walk.
Means I sit quietly and when it's Dhan Mudra, I sit, I close my eyes. Then also I feel sleepy.
The mind doesn't want to chant ना. So you make it chant. Walk. नहीं अभी तू सही कह रहा है सो जाता हूँ मैं चलो सो जाओ you have to train the mind don't listen to the mind because your mind can be your best friend and worst enemy also
So why can't we be successful being in life, achieve whatever our passion or anything we want, but also follow the path of Krishna? Can't these two things happen simultaneously? Or shall we have to sacrifice everything for Krishna?
sacrifice you are having a job of 40,000 and you're getting a job of 1 lakh rupees when you take a job of 1 lakh rupees do you feel I sacrificed 40,000 job when you work for Krishna you never feel that you have sacrificed something that's the feeling that you get but when you do that then only you can feel that that's the first thing second yes you can do your thing but you have to understand this world is created to distract you from Krishna this is Kali Yuga it's designed in such a way it's meant for that this Mumbai city what is it all about forgetting Krishna tell me one thing which remembers you Krishna which makes you remember Krishna when you go out nothing so you have to keep yourself in an environment which makes you remember Krishna not make you forget if you're able to get your work in such an environment if you're able to maintain that environment balle balle all the best yes you can do that also you can do that also you can work do the needful with the other colleagues who are not devotees and do your work and come out of it just like when you go to toilet for your morning thing how much time do you spend you don't आज तो इधर ही बैठेंगे भाई you do the needful and you get out similarly when you are in the material world activities you do the needful and get out you don't get चलो आज पार्टी करते हैं आज मूवी देखने चलते हैं चलो आज ये करते हैं that's getting involved in the stool by getting involved in your material activities you are involving yourself in stool that's the reality because you are forgetting Krishna forgetting Krishna means sleeping in the lap of Maya and Maya is giving suffering it's straightforward there is nothing like some colors this is and this is that now you have to decide till what percentage you have to go to Krishna Ye yathamam prapadente. As you surrender, Krishna reciprocates. But when you get Krishna, these other things, क्या था ये कचरा पीटे क्या कर रहा था मैं? You'll feel like that. There are big, big kings who left the kingdom. What you have kingdom? Tell me, what's your kingdom? 500 square foot kingdom you have? Flat? That's your kingdom? Bharat Maharaj left the whole universe. He was the king of the whole universe. ठीक है? 3 planetary systems. Beautiful wives. All Alishan. छोड़ दिया. Like a stool he left. Why? Because you got Krishna. You got Krishna. So when you get it, other things won't be so much meaningful. Yeah, it's there. It's part of life. But we know that we do the needful with that. Not, ah bhai, aa ja. You don't get involved or immersed or absorbed in that. Otherwise, you'll be suffering. So that's the reality too. So you have to mold your life, you have to plan your life so that you can come out of this thing and situate yourself in an environment where you can remember Krishna more and more and more and more. I'm working as a civil engineer, for example. I'm serving in temple. But I deal with contractors. I have to smash the contractors to reduce the rate. I do that. But once it's done, I chant Hare Krishna. I don't focus. देखो कितना अच्छे से smash कर दिया और कितना मेरा सुना नहीं उसने. I don't indulge my mind in that. I do the needful. Okay, ठीक है हो गया. I do my part. That's it. Then I focus on my reading. Okay, चलो थोड़ा पढ़ लेते, थोड़ा कुछ सुन लेते, chanting कर लेते. That's it. We do the needful with material activities, not involving yourself. And slowly, slowly, when you balance your life like that, in the end, when you don't have to do any material activities, you focus on Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare. Because you are going to die then. You're getting old. So you have to train your whole life to prepare for your death. It doesn't happen in the last moment. You have to live your life according to that. Right now, what you are doing. How much are you trying to be Krishna conscious? The endeavor, the effort, the planning that you have to, it needs to go into that. Then in the end, you can remember Krishna. Only then you can remember Krishna. Otherwise, you can't. Don't think Krishna is cheap. Sorry, he is not cheap. You have to plan your life according to that. This is the reality. ये life नहीं तो अगली life. But you don't know what body you will get. You can get a body of a dog. You can get a body of a woman also. You can get any body. We don't know. So that's the danger.
According to the books and according to Krishna, they say that your work or your actions define what you do. But right now you said that if
Actions as per the instruction.
but right now you said like your work is to
Yeah, your work, if it's just like if you're running the racing, if you're not working, jumping on the obstacle, it's not proper action, it's wrong action. You will be disqualified. The system is designed in such a way that if you follow this path, it will lead to good actions, good results. If you don't follow the system, it will lead to bad results. But we are focused on only one thing, pleasing Krishna. That won't give you any good result also and any bad result also. It will give you only Krishna. Because for good result also, अच्छा कर्मा करने की वजह से भी you have to take birth to enjoy good fruits. बुरा कर्मा तो मिलने वाले ही fruits. But you do such activities which is called akarma, which is bhakti, you don't get any reaction, you just get only one thing, Krishna prem. For that, you are forced to go up, back to him. So that activities we focus, not good. What is good? Kya good? What we know about good? We feel good, that's why it's good. I give you that example, right? भिखारी को दे दिया 100 रुपए और जाकर उसने दारू पिया और कर दिया रेप. Who gets the karma? भिखारी और me 100 रुपए देने वाला. But I felt good when I gave him. But your feeling good doesn't define it's good. You have to understand the law. Then you need to understand. You have to be intelligent in that. Good and bad is not important. Main thing, just focus on pleasing Krishna. That's the only thing you need to focus. Don't get into the trap. Oh, this is good, this is bad. This is religion, this is religion. झगड़ने दो जिसको झगड़ना है. You focus on serving Krishna. Focus what is satisfying you. Dadamai buddhi yogam tam. Krishna will give you intelligence. Don't worry. There's one online person who is asking question. Yes, Akash, please ask me. Last question. Loud. Yeah. Only one question you can ask. The most important one. Most important one you can ask. We have shortage of time. Yeah.
material pleasure, sense pleasure, actually who takes pleasure? Mind, senses, and intellect, or soul to get pleasure?
Your body is already dead. It cannot enjoy. Your subtle body, the mind is enjoying everything. Soul has nothing to do with material enjoyment. It's the mind which is enjoying, not the senses.
Yes, thank you,
That's the
Prabhuji.
mind.
My second question is, what you will call that period when we get taste, when we not get taste in material pleasure and not in Krishna Bhakti, and how to overcome from that?
When you stay around Krishna Bhakti, you'll automatically get the desire to do Krishna Bhakti. When you stay around where people are enjoying materially, you automatically get inclined to do material enjoyment. It's about your song that give you the rang. So we should need to come temple as much as possible. We need to associate with devotees as much as possible. Develop taste for doing spiritual activities. If you stay with us sharabi, won't tell you भाई कृष्णा भक्ति करना चाहिए. He'll tell you भाई सब बकवास है ये ले और खुश रहे. So that's the problem. So we have to stay with people. We have to make intimate relationship with people who are inclined spiritually. Even though he is my boss, what I said, we do the needful. दो नंबर needful and बाहर निकलो. That involved नहीं होना है. This is what we have to do. Have proper association.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes. Okay. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. You can ask later. And now we will have kirtan, a dancing kirtan, ताकि पेट में जगह बने कुछ लेने के लिए. Drama? You want drama? There is drama? Oh, there is drama. I don't know the schedule. Hari bol. बुलाओ बुलाओ बुलाओ. बाहर वालों को बुलाओ. What's the schedule? हाँ तो बोलना पड़ेगा ना ड्रामा है. Okay, so please keep on coming. Please come to the temple. It's beautiful temple. That so nice devotees. Make your life wonderful. Okay. You are making announcement. Who is making announcement?